walking with my heart. Some people say, love's gonna break your heart. Maybe someday, this love of mine is in my soul. This love of mine is all I know. If she goes and leaves me, I lose control.
Hi everybody, it's Matthew Jacobs here again, and this is Triple R. It was exciting, I've never been on this scale and this level of doing it. So it was very cool, we put the place on Google Maps because we haven't been in that area before, dodging all the potholes on the road, but we got there and it was quite amazing actually. There was like these two bulls on the wall, and I remember calling Blizz and asking him, is this the right place? So then we got there, we got inside. It was pretty amazing meeting everyone and seeing how things are done professionally, and they really did impress me with their work. How long did it take me to prepare? Well, two of them I did have them in advance because it was on some of my albums that I did make. So one of them, it took me quite some time. The other, I did it at a school talent show, so I'm quite used to it. But one of them, which was Better Days, which many people like, I actually wrote that song the day before I came because I wanted to give you guys something fresh to hear and something to experience. So for Better Days, it took me maybe about 20 minutes in my room, and but the others I had them for quite some time, so those are kind of like my favorites. It was interesting, I mean, like it was the first time like looking into like a camera and like you playing, and there was lights and there was all these things and there was smoke machines that you mustn't be afraid of when it shoots out, and and stuff like that. It was quite cool. I really enjoyed it, It felt like you finally actually doing something with your music, You're taking it out there, you doing the stuff. And I really appreciate Blizz and Tando J, who was also there. Shout out to him for being there. And it was really a fun experience. You don't get to do that every day. When you're so used to being in your room, behind walls, and now you're coming out, it's quite exciting and thrilling, especially if you're still starting as an artist. It's like, wow, you're finally seeing the fruits of the seed that you planted. So I would say I had a very, very good time. It was like a small portion of my dreams came true in that moment, which is a very valuable moment to me. So I cherish it. I felt like, man, I can win a Grammy. I felt very like, I would say, empowered. Like I can really do this music thing. Like it's really something I love doing. And we spent Blizz would know, it's not just the easy thing to do. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and like there's a lot of hours spent. And my dad was also there at the time, and he was also getting tired. Everyone was, the reshooting, the setting up. I really liked what was going on, and I feel that I would want to do more things like that in the future, and get to know Blizz more and get to know everyone else more and meet new people and go and play more places. Well, it was a trip that we took to. I can't pronounce the name of this place, so I'm not gonna try and say it on this shoot. So it was quite a long distance actually. Blizz took us to places we've never been before. So we traveled, went through all the roads, went on the freeway, stayed behind a truck for a very long time. People are overtaking like crazy. Guys, stay safe on the roads, please. But we went on this long journey. It was like a quest to find the golden producer or something like that. So we went into these townships, past schools, police stations, gas stations, everything like that. Talked, got to know each other a bit better on the road trip as well. And then we came to Khaya's place, and I was like, wow, I've never been to this type of area. And the landscape is beautiful. The scenery and you see all the trees and the birds and everything and all that kind of stuff, you know? Because, you know, you're so used to being around your environment that when you go to others, it's like, wow, this is amazing. And so we get to Kaya's place. Kaya's not there. We get there and it's so cool. I also get to, you know, have some quality time with Blizz as well. We unload everything, we sit there. It's quite cool where he is actually compared to a normal house place around the city and stuff. Very cool place. So we wait for him. He arrives. We get down to work. We start with Better Days, and like being there, recording a song in a studio environment for the first time. For me, that was like wow. It was like I was like in my mind, I was like a teenage girl screaming that she's going to prom, because it was like I'm recording on a real microphone that actually has a condenser on it. So it was just like wow. I felt like I made it, even though it was such on a small scale, you know. So it was pretty dope.
It's a coming like a subway train from LA. It's coming like an aeroplane. Mayday, mayday, someone called the PD. Tell them that we're happy, that's right. Better days are coming like a subway train from LA. It's coming like an aeroplane. Mayday, mayday, someone called the PD. Tell them that we're happy.
Yeah, it was like, man, did I write the song? It felt like, you know, wow, this is the song that I wrote, and it sounds this good, and especially with the equipment that he has, it sounded even better in the way he produces. It sounds amazing. It didn't even sound. It sounded better. The song's called Better Days. It sounded like a better song, and when we did it, it was so clean and also advice from Blizz. I love that guy. The advice from Blizz. Blizz really gave me like direction on how to do it, you know, and how to get certain things right and certain parts in the song. And what I say to Blizz is, that's crazy. So it's working with both of them and making the song was such a good experience for me, because it's like, wow, I'm actually working on a song that's gonna be, you know, put out and stuff. And it was long. Like Khaya brought out food and stuff. Like Blizz had half, my dad ate. I was like, nah, I'm working here. I gotta stay focused. I gotta hit everything I can. Because imagine you eating a whole nice food of goodness and now you're just like, huh, into the mic, you know? So I was very focused that day on what I came to do, so I didn't really want to eat anything. And even at home too, like when I'm at home, I don't eat when I'm doing music. I can go for like 6 hours and not eat. So I was really focused and we were really just going for what we were doing and doing takes over and over again. As I said, we had help with how the sound needs to be from Blizz and Khaya. And it was great. It felt like I was doing the thing, if you know what I mean, you know. And it was an experience that I will never ever forget. It was just amazing, just being around people that understand you, and you know, doing the takes, doing the piano, using actual equipment that doesn't jam every time you use it. It was cool, you know. Everything. It was very relaxing, even though we did it for so many hours, because I'm so used to doing everything myself, you know, the producing, the editing, the mastering, the mixing, the playing, that now you have other people doing this. It was very, finally you get to be the artist. So like the pressure of doing all of that was taken off me so I could relax a bit more in the singing and just be open and fun. But it was a moment that I'll never forget. I mean, if someone had to call me now from America and say, hey, this is Capitol Records, we got this, we want you to come here. The moment that I had with these guys on that day would mean more to me than going to Capitol Records. It's the small things that make me happy. So recording the song was really like, wow, this is a dream come true. It's just the beginning of the dreams coming true. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more of my dreams becoming reality. So the whole take about this whole thing I really want to thank God. That's my whole take. I just want to thank Him for bringing me here because I wouldn't be. I have a mic running through me right now, clipped to the back. I never thought that I would be in that situation. I'm only seeing it on laptop screens and on concerts. So I'm like, wow. I'm really going places, so I'm really psyched about what's gonna happen in the next couple of days as well.